Hello YouTube, Matt here from Team GHQ, and today I'm doing a deck profile for my Shadow Paladin Diablo deck. Now this is of course an update with the new G-Zone update being at 16 and new G guys, so let's go. Start of course, full bar Diablo.
Okay. Who's the voicemail?
His ability is when it drops, when it pointer drops over the cost. If you've got Vanguard with Blaster, search your deck for any card with Blast Dark its name. Spirit call it. So Blast Dark Spirit, Blast Dark Diablo, all that good, or the original. 8 critical triggers, 8 generic crits. 4 copies of Major Derogai, I saw. His ability is like Charon's. When it's retired for the cost, it counts as 2, GB1, and when it's put to drop zone, shuffle it back in. And 4 heal triggers. So the heal triggers valuable for G guards now, so pretty awesome. Grade 1s. Running 3 copies of Dark Art Trumpeter. His ability, her ability I should say, sorry. Soul Blast 1. If you've got Vanguard with Blaster, search your deck for up to 1 grade 1 or less. Superior call it, shuffle. So pretty cool. 4 Cadence. Ability, when it's put to drop zone for the cost of ability. If you have Vanguard with Diablo its name, time turn your Vanguard gains plus 5k in the full ability. When the attack hits, you superior call a grade 1 to rearguard, and if you have a Hoel on the field, gains plus 5k. 4 copies of Charon, the Blast Dark Diablo Searcher, like a Stride Break would, and bottom ability, when it's retired for the cost, if you have Vanguard with Blaster's name, grade 3 or greater, it counts as 2. And lastly, 4 copies of Dark Shield Backlayer, original perfect guards, because Ludwig can move this. You may choose to if you want. It's completely optional if you want to move, but you can choose it. Next is grade 2s. I'm only worried one of him is Blaster Dark Spirit. Where it's placed on rearguard from deck, you may pay the Cal Blast cost of 1. If you do, choose a grade 2 or less in rearguard in the front row and retire it. So a great way to help Final Blast Diablo get his skill off necessarily. Make your opponent not guard. 2 copies of Matcha, Web Boosted, Cal Blast 1, Superior Call grade 1. 4 copies of Dark Saga Pater. From deck, if you have Vanguard with Diablo, it becomes a grade 1. So if you've got Blast Dark on it, it's callable with Matcha and Dark Art Trumpeter, so you can get a card there, and when it's placed on rearguard for GB1, you get a card, and then you have to choose a discard one. 4 copies of Hoel. Ability, when another grade 1's placed on rearguard, if you have Vanguard with Diablo's name, choose your Vanguard and discard, gauge plus 3000. If the card called this way is Caden, counter charge 1 and soul charge 1. That's the grade 2s. On to grade 3s. 3 copies of Death Spray Dragon, Generation Break 1, Cal Blast 1, and choose one of my other rearguards and retire it. If I do, my opponent chooses one of his or her rearguards, your opponent chooses one and retires it. So pretty much you can retire full bar Diablo, get that skill off, and then your opponent chooses one, and then Blast Dark Spirit, if you've got it in deck, makes you retire another one. And of course the MVP, 4 copies of Blaster Dark Diablo. His Generation Break 2 skill is when you're paying the stride cost for a stride unit with Blaster in the name. Grade 0s can count as grade 3s for this, so it makes it striding easier. And when Phantom Blast Diablo strides, you can choose one of your post rearguards and retire it. So pretty fun. G-Zone, 1 copy of course, Seabreeze, so there you go, Seabreeze, the anti-grade 2 game, right there. Cal Blast 2, and choose a card from Cal Blast 2, if you meet the requirements for that, pay the cost. If you do, discard 1 card and stride. And then next we've got 3 copies of Aura Geyser Dragon, of course, Cowl Blast 1, Soul Blast 1. Unflip a copy of yourself and retire 2 rear guards. Reveal top 2. For each grade 1 or less revealed this way, you gaze plus 5k. And you add the reveal cards into hand. Copy of Doomed. Ability. Its ability is Cowl Blast 1. Choose a Doom. Choose a Doomed. Choose an Aura Guy's Drain. Flip it. Retire 3. Reveal top 2. Reveal top 2 cards. Retire 1 for each one of your grade 1 or less. And if you've got three Aura Guy's Drains this way, gaze the extra crit. So pretty fun. 4 copies of Blast Diablo, the original. Yeah, G-Guys may actually make him not as menacing, but still is a very nasty card, so it's still valid. Still valid unit.
Keep telling yourself that, Matt. Keep telling yourself that.
It is. Get at it, Seb.
Unit if they've got really nothing left.
Spectral Blaster Diablo. His ability, Soul Blast 1, and retire 1 of your rear guards. You may pay the cost if you do. It gets the Generation Break free ability of Cowl Blast 2, retire 2 of your rear guards. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, you restand it, and it only gets 1 drive track. And then that's the red text. The one below it is after you paid the retire 1. Is you get Superior Call grade 1. So that's pretty much fun. So a rear guard for a rear guard. And of course, SP. Always the SPs. And then we've got 2 copies of Ludwig, the G guard for Shadow Paladins. His ability is when he's placed on guard circle, you choose a grade 1 or less rear guard, and you may move it to rear guard circle. So a way to pretty much stop Phantom Blast Diablo or Gilles Ray if you've got perfect guard on rear guard, which is a valid point. Yeah, one the Dismal, when she's placed on guard circle, choose a rear guard. That rear guard cannot be hit or retired by opponent's card effects. So a way to save Hoel or Matcha. And then the last one, Metal Element Screw. His ability, discard a card. If you do, and the number of G units face up is 1 or more, you can pay the cost. If you do, it becomes a 25k shield. So pretty decent way to get like a 36k shield off and not use as much as you had. Anyway, that's been the Shadow Paladin deck profile updated with 16 G zone. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Check out our Facebook page, Team GHQ page, our Twitter at Team GHQ YouTube. And as always, guys, happy gaming.